You can tell how fit Jamie is. She didn't sound out of breath. She went through an entire ladder and all those things. That was fantastic. So some of the most unique things that adds the beauty to our country, it's our local and it's our liquor cultures and some of those ingredients connected to those cultures. It makes us uniquely South African, which is the most important thing to remember. Now, Rooibos and Naartjies. I mean, come on now. That is South African. Now, whilst there are several ways to use these ingredients in various ways, there is a refreshing Manhattan Rooibos and Naartjie Granita recipe. The perfect treat after a liquor workout that Jamie just did. So let's do a slam dunk on this. I brought in my chef. I called him in specifically. Chef Funi is here for you. He is a culinary lecturer, a mind. This guy knows how to do everything. Chef Funi, how are you feeling? You good?
I'm good. And how are you doing?
Fantastic, man. So when you think about local flavors, of course, some people say it's got to be on a braai or it's got to be one of those things. But Granita is quite what people would say zhuzh.
Yeah, it's a huge one because, I mean, we use Rooibos. I mean, South African. I mean,
yeah.
Naartjie.
Yes, that's it. And the thing is, if you look at those two flavors, now Granita is something that you see in those fine dining restaurants. It's not something that you'd ever think about making at home. I mean, if you think about Granita, it's basically if you crush a sucker, then you're like, oh, that's Granita. But this is very, very refined. So take us through. I know this is a very, very simple recipe. How many ingredients?
Okay, very, very simple.
Okay.
4 ingredients, actually, or 3 ingredients. We're just gonna need the honey. You need honey.
Okay.
You need Naartjie.
Yes.
And then you need Rooibos, and then just finish it off with the mint, and then done.
Okay, and then how long? I mean, do you just freeze it?
Yeah, what we're gonna do now, you're gonna be plating. That's already ready.
Oh, thank you.
What you do, very simple and easy. If you're at home, you can also still, you're gonna need the zest, where you're just gonna grate the zest of the Naartjie.
And that's it. And I mean, the zest, let's just say if somebody doesn't have this plain, what other things can you use at home to take the zest off, would you recommend? Can somebody, can you drag a fork across, or how would you do it?
You can use a fork, you can also use a knife, also just cut a little bit.
Okay.
And then done, and then what also you need to do, just gonna cut in half like that.
All right, and we're gonna juice that baby.
And juice that baby.
All right.
Yes. The good thing about it, mostly you don't have the pips on it.
Yes.
You see. Just juice it on, and then you take your honey, mix your honey.
I think the Naartjie farmers, they realized that we didn't like the pips, you know, growing up, because we were just like spitting all over the place, and then your mother would go like, why are you spitting? Why? So they knew that they were saving us. Thank you, farmers.
And then your honey, 3 to 4 tablespoons of honey, depending on your taste.
Nice. And at this stage, chef, would you, I mean, can you get experimental? Can you add any other flavors in there to try and brighten it up as well? Could you throw in maybe some herbaceousness? So could you do like a little bit of thyme in there, maybe some rosemary, something to that effect to elevate it?
Very well with it.
Oh, lovely.
Also, any herbs, actually.
Oh, it does. Okay, and then also, I mean, I would personally, I like a bit of zing. I'd go for chili. I do some chili in there, and then the Rooibos goes in there. And this is the Manhattan Rooibos. This one is fantastic. In fact, Clover Manhattan iced tea is actually made with Rooibos tea extracts. And I mean, this is completely naturally caffeine-free. It's something for you. And another thing about using this, chef, is that Clover Manhattan iced tea comes in various flavors that makes delicious additions to this drink. So you can actually change up the Granita, which is wonderful. So while you mix that in, we go into a tray. You
put in a flat tray, put in a freezer, 2 to 3 hours. Take it out, scoop it with a fork.
So, you said you're going to drag it across?
Yes.
Oh, that's great.
And then put it back again. Yeah.
And then you plate up. So I'm going to do a little plating thing.
Let's see your skills.
Okay, my skills is plating. So remember, if you want to get the recipe, expressoshow.com, grab that there and give it a try. I'm going to give this little plating a try over here because, I mean, it's not really much because the great thing about a good Granita is that it's got to disappear in the mouth just gently. And
then pop some mint
that's
in
and
there.
then put a mint on top. And I mean, that's basically it. Now, if I had to serve this to you, chef, in a restaurant, would you be happy?
I'll be happy.
There we go. Look at that.
Cool, eh?
That's it.
Yeah.
Done and dusted.
Done.
And I mean, that's how easy it is. So try it at home. Impress a whole lot of people. Look at this. And I mean, if I did it for a chef and the chef says yes, then I know that you can do it as well. expressoshow.com, grab the recipe and try this amazing Granita. It is lekker.
Perfect.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic!
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.